guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and well, if you just tuned in well over an hour ago when I did my thoughts video talking about Renfield, I think we might as well talk about another movie that I actually got the chance to, of course, go see today alongside Renfield as part of course, a really nice double feature that I actually got to do earlier today, So yeah, pretty much of anything, if you missed out, of course, the previous thoughts video that I did head back over to Crown City Cinemas for, of course, a really nice double feature for sure. So yeah, I already did talk about Renfield for sure, and I guess we might as well move on to, of course, the next one that I'm going to be talking about here today, which did recently came out as we speak, So yeah, and of course, if anything, we're actually going to stay on, of course, the pretty much in the horror movie side of things for sure, because, well, unlike Renfield, where of course it's basically a nice little satire to the Dracula side of the classic Universal monster movies, I think for the case of this movie for sure, I think it's actually the latest installment in a well-known horror movie franchise that's been around for quite some time, and yeah, easily the most recognizable for sure. I mean, really recognizable for sure. I've seen a lot of people quoting it. I've seen plenty of clips of it online, and of course, let's not forget to mention, I did see some cosplays of it at conventions for sure, So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure. And well, I guess in light of course, today's movie, I think this will probably be the first time actually diving into one of those for sure. Just yeah, finally getting myself right into the midst of course, all of those for sure. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, if you want to know exactly where I'm going at for sure, then I think you can actually see, of course, what I'm talking about. And of course, if anything, I bet this slight little hint might actually pretty much give you a clear idea on what I'm talking about. That, well, if you actually know what I'm talking about here today, especially when you read the title, the only thing I can say is groovy. So, yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm getting at, but for those who don't for sure, we're actually going to be talking about the latest movie that just came out that I got to see as part of my really nice double feature that I got the chance to go see, which is, of course, none other than Evil Dead Rise. So yeah, I guess it's what I'm talking about here today. It is, of course, the latest movie that just came out as we speak. And it's, of course, the latest installment in one of the most recognizable movie series of all time when it comes to horror. That being, of course, the Evil Dead movies. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say. Alright, so before I can go ahead and talk about this latest movie, I think it's actually quite clear, of course, well, what can I say about the Evil Dead movies that a lot of people haven't already talked about for sure, and why the hell shouldn't I for sure, So yeah, basically the Evil Dead movies from what I can gather, yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind, it is easily the most recognizable when it comes to, you know, some really incredible horror movies. They're creepy, they're atmospheric, and they also know how to have a really good campy feel to it, which, yeah, actually makes them all the more fun to watch for sure. And let's not forget to mention, it is in fact the movie series that actually landed, of course, well, pretty much Sam Raimi directing some really well-known movies since then, and actually pretty much put actor Bruce Campbell right on the map for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the Evil Dead movies have actually been around for quite some time, and yeah, I guess if anything, they really staple, of course, on what to do with some really clever horror movies that we've actually been seeing pretty much in recent years for sure. So yeah, and I know for plenty of other horror movies there are great amount for sure, but I do know Evil Dead is definitely one of those that's been around for some time for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, it's what I can say on that front. I mean, I do hope to eventually pretty much get myself into seeing all of these films later on. But for now, I think this newest one that just came out is actually a pretty good way to, of course, get myself into the Evil Dead movies for sure. Just as a really nice newcomer to the franchise for sure. In fact, I do know for sure that with some really recognizable horror movies that's been around for some time, I know I've been long overdue to check out any of the Evil Dead movies for sure. So yeah, I think this new one might actually be a really good way to, of course, get me into this franchise for sure. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say on that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess I'll give it to all that, and, well, I guess since after I did find myself having a good time with, of course, Renfield, I've actually decided to take liberty as part of course, my double feature that I decided to go for back out over at Crown City Cinemas as normal, to which was definitely a fun blast, and I'm really glad I got to do it. So yeah, I've of course decided to actually go and actually see this film for myself for sure, and well, I did literally of course got back from of course seeing it not too long ago, and well, what do I think of this movie now that I got the chance to see it? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think there's no doubt in my mind, this movie is actually really good to me. I mean, yeah, I think much like with what I said about Renfield, it's probably not one of the best films I've actually seen this year, but for an Evil Dead movie for sure, I do think I know for the fact that some of the earlier films are definitely much better for sure, but this one is actually really well done in my opinion, which, yeah, is probably not one of the best I've actually seen in this franchise so far. But I do think it's actually a really good movie that's certainly well worth it in the end. So yeah, probably not one of the best films I've actually seen, but I really do surprisingly like this movie for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. Alright, so yeah, for... Okay. Alright, so now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well explain everything that I need to talk about in a much more longer way as normal, So yeah, I guess for starters is, of course, the story behind this movie, and honestly, I can give it credit that pretty much for this being another installment in the Evil Dead movies, I actually do like for the fact that it wants to do its own thing in particular, while also staying true to the movies, which, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, is actually really well done in my opinion, and I do think they have some really good ideas with what it's actually trying to do. Just basically do your own thing, but also stay true to the other movies, which I really do admiring, of course, this movie, and I really do like, of course, what they've actually gone for with, of course, this one, which is actually really incredible for sure. So yeah, it actually does know what you needs to do for sure, and I really do admire, of course, the really great accomplishments they've actually done for sure. So yeah, story-wise, I do think it is actually brilliantly well done, and it is actually really fascinating to watch. And of course, for the writing, I have to say, honestly, to me, I do think it is actually very well done for sure, and I do like, of course, what it's trying to do to structure some things out, and honestly, I think a few good number of parts, I have to say, could have been written out much better than what I was expecting for sure. But I do think they really give it all they've got for, of course, this one, and it really does showing, of course, this movie. So yeah, maybe I think a little rewrite in some parts could have worked a whole lot better, but the rest is still brilliantly well done in my opinion, which is actually really, really incredible. So yeah, I guess about anything, that's pretty much what I can say for the story and the writing for, of course, this movie for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, might as well move on to the next couple of things, like, of course, this movie that I do admire, and that being, of course, well, I have to say, pretty much the next thing, as usual, is, of course, the characters, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually do think the characters in, of course, this movie, they are incredibly likable and interesting, and you actually do get to know them, hands down, for sure, and yeah, they did a fine job with, of course, what they've actually done. I mean, it's not really the ones that I would actually root for all the way. Yeah, pretty much I think a couple of which I do find myself rooting for, and I do want to see them get out of a situation alive, which is actually really quite fascinating. So yeah, maybe I think it could have been done a whole lot better than what I was expecting for these characters, but I do think they are really, really incredibly likable, and I really do love the good sense of development, I have to say so. Again, could have been much better, but I do think they are brilliantly well done for sure. So yeah, and of course the actors that played all these characters, yeah, to me, I do think they pulled off some really good performances in my opinion. So yeah, I think with everything that I've actually seen, I really do admire, of course, the really nice performances they actually give for sure. So yeah, I think they really give it all they've got to, of course, make these characters work for sure. But I really do find myself getting invested in their performances, and I think it's pretty much what I would expect for, of course, this movie for sure. And I do think they did a fine job regardless. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for the characters and the actors in, of course, this movie for sure. Yeah, maybe some parts of it could have been pretty much been tweaked out a little bit more, just so that I can get to know them even more with the right sense of development. But I do think it's still good nonetheless, and I really do admire it all the way, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Actually, a whole lot for sure, so yeah, I guess for starters, for the towing atmosphere, my guy, I do think it's actually brilliantly well done for sure. Pretty much from what I can gather, it actually matches the style of the movie perfectly, and I really do admire, of course, what it's actually done for sure. So yeah, pretty much of anything, towing atmosphere is, of course, the key essential to, of course, pretty much any horror movie for sure, and I really do admire, of course, the great amount of towing atmosphere they've actually give to, of course, this movie. It's just absolutely perfect in such a way, and I really do admire, of course, what I've actually seen for sure. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure, so. Somehow got a little bit of popcorn kennel stuck in me, so. Hopefully, I think I got it taken care of, so. But yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front. The talking atmosphere actually is brilliantly well done, and I really do admire, of course, what they've actually accomplished for sure, so. Excuse me, so. Whew. I need a drink to that, so. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, the toning atmosphere for, of course, this movie for sure, so. So yeah, and of course, on top of all that, pretty much of anything, I really, I think the one thing I really do admire, of course, this movie is that I really do love on how violent and gory it can be, for sure. They really pushed out on how well creative they've actually done, for sure, and it really does show, yeah, and yeah, it actually looks so realistic when I actually saw it, and I'm really glad they actually kept that in for sure. It's probably one of the main staples of course, the Evil Dead movies for sure, so. And let's not forget to mention, whenever somebody gets possessed or get killed in, of course, this movie, you really felt the impact for sure, and I really do admire that in such a way for sure, so. So yeah, and of course, to go along with all that, I really do love that it also matches the visuals and the effects in this film. Again, it actually felt so realistic in my opinion, and I really do felt the impact of course, what goes on for sure, so. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure, so. So yeah, and of course, the direction in this film, well, I mean, it's not necessarily the best I've actually seen by far, in fact, many of which I think does have a few hiccups here and there. But I do think it is actually pretty much fine as it is. I mean, not good, not bad or anything, but it is fine for sure, so. So yeah, and of course the cinematography in this film is brilliantly well shot. I really do love the great amount of camera angles and stuff for sure, some of which yeah, use techniques that have been done in the other Evil Dead movies for sure, so. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say. I really do admire the really great cinematography in this film, and it's just absolutely amazing for sure, and I also really love on how well cut up this film is through some really fantastic editing for sure. It is brilliantly well done for sure, and again does match of course what it's actually trying to go for sure. So yeah, I guess with all that combined, I think it actually does work as a really nice standalone, well, Evil Dead movie for sure, which I actually really do admire for sure, which, yeah, actually is actually really incredible to watch for sure, so. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's everything that I can say on that front for sure, so. So yeah, I guess overall, I don't think this movie is probably one of the best I've actually seen for sure, but for what it is, Evil Dead Rise is of course a really good movie for sure, and yeah, I think it really does do a fine job in doing its own thing while staying true to, of course, the Evil Dead movies as a whole. I mean, if anything, I do wish this movie could have been a whole lot better if they did bring in Bruce Campbell as Ash for a nice little nod as normal, so. But hey, everything else, though, really does shine through all the way, and I really do admire, of course, what it's actually trying to do, pretty much of anything. Like I said, do your own thing, but stay true to the other movies for sure, and I think that's pretty much why I got in, of course, this movie for sure. Pretty much just do your own thing, but also stay true to the movies for sure, so yeah. I guess it's pretty much what I can see on that front for sure. It's creepy, atmospheric, but it also does know how to be incredibly campy at the same time, which, yeah, actually does make it a not perfect, but still a good experience that I actually got to pretty much have for sure, So yeah, by all means, not one of the best films I've actually seen this year, but it is actually a really good one that's definitely well worth checking out. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that, and yeah, I do actually recommend this movie regardless for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, if you are looking for something that pretty much is far different from the other Evil Dead movies, but also know how to do its own thing for sure, then by all means, I say this movie is definitely well worth checking out for sure, so yeah, like I said, I know I had a good time seeing it for sure, and yeah, hopefully I think after all that, I think it actually might encourage me to actually go and watch all the other Evil Dead movies later on for sure, so yeah, I know it's probably been a long time coming, but I do think it's actually well worth it in the end. And because of that, well, I'm actually really proud to say that I'm actually going to give as my final score, well, pretty much an 8 out of 10 for sure, so yeah, definitely not one of the best films I've actually seen this year, but I do think Evil Dead Rise is definitely a good one that's definitely well worth checking out for sure, So yeah, that's what I can say, of course, on that front, and, well, I guess if it's something up your alley, then, well, grab your Necronomicon and, of course, pretty much make your way to the movie theater to, of course, see this new Evil Dead movie for yourself, and trust me when I say that, well, it's not necessarily perfect, but it is actually one that, that'll definitely make you say, groovy. So yeah, that's actually what I can say on, of course, that front for sure, So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, and I guess on that thought, they'll pretty much do exactly that, So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Evil Dead Rise. Do you think it's actually good? Do you think it's terrible? Or are you somewhere in between for sure? I would definitely love to know, So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that front for sure, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, I definitely know for the next one, well, it is currently unknown, of course, what I'll talk about next for sure, but I will let you know once anything pops up for sure, So yeah, but I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and showing support to me on both of my wish lists on Amazon and Right Stuff Anime, and even supporting me with my link on Streamlabs that you can find on my Twitch page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.